so far winless. Newcastle, it was 0-0 in the first half until this happened in the second.
My word. I mean, what a finish this is from Reece James. I mean, that is just like, almost looks like a video game the way it comes off his foot, honestly. The pace with he hits that and how clean. I mean, that is a beautiful thing. I mean, he's a fabulous player, Reece James.
Yeah. Not a bad finish from the wing-back, who is in on the act again, Glenn.
Yeah, well, that's what the wing-back can give you. You can get that high up the pitch that comes back down again. What a strike again. Both of those techniques are half volleys, and Owen will tell you they are the most difficult ball to hit, especially when it's spinning. That ball is spinning to him as well. He's driven it and kept it low. Beautiful goal.
I mean, how many options do these guys have, by the way?
I mean,
Hudson-Odoi's coming in, and then Loftus-Cheek's playing well. You know, Havertz, you got Reece James. I mean, honestly, the amount of attacking players that they have. Obviously, we know Jorginho's almost a certainty from the pen spot, but these guys have only conceded 3 goals all season.
It's incredible.
I mean, it's scary. So, attacking-wise, I think they scored 26, only 3 conceded. An incredible group of players that Thomas Tuchel has.
I think there's 14 different players that have scored, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, they've lost Lukaku,
true.
but they're still scoring goals.
Yeah. Let's hear from the managers. First of all, let's hear from Chelsea's 2-goal hero. Here's Reece James.
Reece, it's usually the Chelsea left back that's getting the goal scoring headlines. You're catching him up though. How did that feel today?
Yeah, it was obviously good to help the team and score 2 goals. They're obviously a very good side. You know, we saw how hard it was to break them down in the first half, and it took some time. Yeah,
talk us through your goals. The first one, a brilliant one on the left foot, and then the second one in an empty net, but you didn't have to blast it.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to take it first time, but I thought, let me take a touch, and I opened up on my left foot, so I took it with my left. And the second one, as you said, was an empty goal, so I just put my foot through it.
Yeah, no chance of maybe getting a hat-trick? Did you fancy the penalty?
I mean, I'm not on penalties. If I was, then maybe it would have been another story, but I'm glad we won and we kept a clean sheet.
Graham, how would you sum up the game?
Obviously disappointed with the end result, but we were banging the game for 65 minutes. It was in a style that we don't want to play like that, but it's where we are at the minute. We have got the Champions League winners and current Premier League leaders here at St James's Park. We had a little bit of momentum, probably the biggest amount of momentum we had in the game just before their first goal. Once the first goal goes in, it becomes a difficult afternoon. We'll concede 2 more in the next 15 minutes, so that's a disappointment because the game was a lot tighter than that for a longer period than that. So we'll chop it up and we'll assess it and we'll try and improve for next week.
It's been Ben Chilwell scoring, it's Reece James scoring now. Just how important are these wide players in your system?
Well, in the system, for any team I think who plays with wing backs, it's important that to create a goal threat, to arrive with enough bodies in the box, enough people in the box. And this is necessary that we do it with the wing backs and of course with all the strikers. And in the second half we increased a bit the risk and had more people around the box to hopefully create a bit more chances, and we want them to arrive in the decisive spaces to have more goal threat. Marcos Alonso was decisive in the beginning of the season. Aspi is always involved when he plays on the position, and now Ben Chilwell, Reece contributing goals. It's good, and we need it.
Considering Liverpool and Man City both dropped points, as we've already seen on the programme, that was the ideal outcome, isn't it, for Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel?
I mean, he says that it's good. It's good. I mean, it's
more than good.
It's a bit better than good.
Yeah, I was going to say.
When you score 26 goals, you've only conceded 3, Glenn, in 10 games. I mean, they're more than good, and they've got so many different weapons all across the pitch. You know, if you're not conceding goals, and all those guys you can bring in, and everybody contributes. I think that's a sign of a really, really good coach. Whoever slots in, plays and fits, and you think they got Pulisic to come back. You know, Ziyech has barely played. I mean, they have so
Werner, Lukaku, who didn't feature today.
So many good options. It's scary.
Yeah. You've got up your stat, Glenn. It's 15 different goal scorers.
15 different goal scorers.
I mean, that's frightening in itself, isn't it?
Well, it's a lovely thing to have as manager. You look at that, and you know you've lost Lukaku and Werner, but you know that your right wing back comes and scores 2 scorchers. And you know that Jorginho, if there's a penalty, Jorginho's going to score 9 times out of 10. Or against Italy, for Italy against England, he missed one. But you know he's going to score. So you know the balance of their game, defensively and with the ball, they've got it.
Yeah.
The only team I've seen totally outclass them was City.
City.
I watched the game, I did the game. They outclassed them. They couldn't get out. They smothered them, pressed them, and they were a better team. Everyone else, Chelsea have played really well. They've gone to Liverpool with 10 men and held on. You know, there've been some fantastic performances Chelsea have put in, and he keeps the same system. The system stays the same. The players change.
Yeah, 26 goals, 4-3 against us. Owen quite rightly said, are they your favourites for the title?
Oh, that's a tough one. This is such an open race. At the beginning of the season, I said City, but Chelsea are going to be in the hunt. I'd still probably go City.
Would you, Owen?
Yeah, I think City is still the best team I've seen, even though they lost today. I think City are the most complete, but any team playing like Chelsea, and Liverpool, they'll be right there.
This title race has got a long way to go. We haven't barely scratched the surface.